Hi, boys and girls, Miss Alvarez here. So today what we're going to talk about in social studies is how we're going to explain how to use map key. Now, map keys are super important because in the last couple lessons we were talking about what maps are and what cardinal directions do, which is guide us into the right direction. So, what are map keys? Here I see a couple of examples of what map keys might look like, but what are they used for? So having a map key is important for the symbols on the map to make sense. So when I see symbols and colors on a map, they can represent different things on the map that might help me get to the right place based on what I see. So when I look at this treasure map, I notice something. I notice that one, it does not have a map key. Two, it has things that might look like dirt. Like what is this brown stuff? Over here, what is this green stuff? Is it slime? Uh, what is this? Is this a pool that I can jump into? Is this red dotted line like safe for me to walk to get to my treasure? I have no idea, right? Like this could be quicksand for all I know, you know? So let's look at this map again and let's see if having a map key might help us a little bit more on whether or not this map is safe. So here's our map key. Very simple, to the point. Blue means water, green means forest, and brown means mountains. Oh, that makes things a lot more clear. Now I know I'm not stepping into a big pile of slime. So, first things first. How many things of water do we see? Yeah, I see one that's inside of the island of the map. But I also know that since this leads out like a river out here, this is water as well. All of this that surrounds the island. Good job. How many forests do I see? Yeah. One, two, three. If you said three, you were correct. I knew you'd get it. Last thing, how many mountains do I see? If you said three, you're correct again. Good job. One, two, and three. Good job. That's what is so important about this map key. It really helps us understand all the things that's around. So, look at this park map. Now, this is a map that I think we all can be really familiar with. One, we have our cardinal directions: north, east, south, and west. Now, when we're using a map key, which is right here on the side, we notice that it has all of these things. We have trees, benches, slides, seesaws, sandboxes, swings, flower gardens, duck ponds, paths. Now, the important thing about this is like how many are there? Can you point out how many trees there are on this map? I'll give you a second. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means there are 10 trees in this map. Good job. How many benches are in this map? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. Now, I should have said this before, but the way we know what is a bench is because the picture is right next to the word. So since the picture is right next to the word, all we have to do is look for the picture and count them. That's how we know. Next, how many slides are there? Super easy. 1, 2. Good job. High five. Next, How many seesaws? This might be really difficult for a lot of you, so take your time on trying to figure this out. Yep, there's only one. Good job. All right. How many sandboxes are there? Now we're already here by sandbox. How many sandboxes do you see? 2. Good job. How many swings do we have there? 2 again. Good job. 1, 2. Question. Which direction is the swings at? Which cardinal direction is the swings closest to? Excuse me. Exactly. The swings are south because it's closest to the cardinal direction south. All right, next thing. How many flower gardens are there? I'll give you some time to count them. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost as much as trees. Wow, that's a lot of flowers. How many duck ponds are there? Now remember, we're saying duck ponds, not ducks. Mm-hmm. Only one, right in the middle. Good job. Now here is the tricky question. It's tricky because sometimes we might think it's something and it's not. So we want to know how many paths there are in this map. Can you count them? Now, some of you probably said there's only 2 paths. You said this is definitely one path, and then you said this is a second path. While you are correct, you are missing 2 other paths. So you have this first one, you have this second one that goes straight down, but then you also have this third path that crosses around the pond. And then you also have this path that if you go down and you act like you're about to go to the pond but decide not to and you turn this way, that's your 4th path. Okay, so technically you have 4 paths. I knew it was a little bit of a trick question, but I know a lot of you probably already got it. High five. So, today what you're going to be doing in your notebook is you're going to be making a map key of your own using the route from yesterday of the map from your front door to your favorite reading spot. Now I know a lot of you love your reading spot. So I want to know that if I walk through your door and I wanted to find your reading spot, what things can you use as symbols that are always there to help me get to your reading spot? So you're going to draw the map with the symbols on the inside and then make your map key on the side just like you saw in this map right here. You have the key on the side and then all the pictures all around. So I want to see what your maps look like with a map key. I hope everyone has a great Thursday, and I'll see you guys soon.